When you've got something that has been working, and when you are confronted with a situation like the pandemic, it's all too easy to panic in ways that perhaps are not necessary. There will be ways that are necessary, and that really needs to be looked at in a very, very threadbare, microscopic fashion to understand the need for change.
I would say hybrid, not digital entirely, a hybrid model that makes use of the digital space to build our audiences. There is a whole new influx of content and material that we never imagined coming out, but there has been, because a lot of artists have been using this period to come up with new content and also new ways of presenting the content. I think that has been a very good change, is new ways of communicating their content to people.
We also rediscovered the uses of spaces in a way that we did not even fathom when we began the space. And so when we started having people coming in and asking, hey, can we do like an intimate dance performance or an intimate theater performance, then we sort of became gatekeepers, where we ended up curating or being custodian of the art at that particular time for a particular audience, so that we don't let the audiences down when they're coming in for a performance. So that was my way of putting in the whole gatekeeper argument into it, because I think it adds a certain amount of responsibility for us as people who run a space.
We have a third vertical, let's say, which is where we are just making a space available, sharing our resources and our facilities with others in the city to come and make use of it. And that's all. Because in the theater, I would say it's slightly more complex. You will be surprised to see all kinds of audiences sometimes in a play. And sometimes we feel that, you know, it's only this kind of, so actually we are wrong in assessing the composition of the audiences for a particular piece of work. And sometimes we are surprised by, oh, I mean, you know, we didn't think that these kind of people would enjoy this kind of work. And that's where I think, so it's a very careful, thin kind of a line. And that's where we need to step back and actually let the work draw in whatever it can draw in.
The one thing that I always look at when I'm looking at a venue or when I'm looking at something that is how is it reflecting the city, or how is it reflecting the unique architectural texture of the city. I think it'll be great if some of these venues, or the new venue that the Pickle Factory is planning to, is it comes up in a restored space, because that tackles sustainability. I mean, you're saving an old space, so there's much smaller carbon footprint than actually building a new space.